In this video, you will learn how to generate a support bundle in the DataOps platform. Let's get started. We need to define what a support bundle is. The support bundle is a zip file that contains various information about our engine and environment. It typically includes engine logs, pipelines, property files, and more. All of this information helps the StreamSets support team investigate your case. The team will usually ask you to generate a support bundle and share it with them. It is always highly recommended to create the support bundle so the very moment you open the ticket with them, you can accelerate the resolution of the ticket. Before starting, it is important to know that it is not possible to generate a support bundle when a web browser uses WebSocket tunneling to communicate with your engines. Therefore, you must enable the Direct Engine REST API. As a first step, our engines must use the HTTPS protocol. To enable HTTPS, you will need to create first key store files for the engines. Once this step is done, you will need to modify the deployment settings. Go to Setup, Deployments, select your deployment and click on the Edit button. Here there is no need to modify anything, so just click on Save and Next. Now on this screen, go to the Advanced Configuration section and click on Click here to configure. In the Data Collector Configuration tab, you will need to change the path and password of your key store. For the purpose of this video, we will use the default one, which provides a self-signed certificate. Now, we have to enable the HTTPS protocol by setting the https.port property to the desired port and set http.port to -1. Finally, click on Save. Click on Save and Next. Again, one more time. And now, we need to restart all the engines of the deployment for the changes we just made to take effect. The next step is to ensure that our browser can access the engines. You can easily check this by accessing the engine's URL in your browser. This is what we should see when the engine is accessible from the browser. In the case of Docker deployments, you need to take an extra step to make sure that the engine in the container is reachable from our browser. To do this, we must map the internal port of the container to a host port, which in this case is where we access the browser from. To do this, go to Setup menu, Deployments, select your Docker deployment and click on Get Install Script. Copy the engine installation script. Now go to your terminal and paste it. Before running the script, edit it and add the published port parameter as shown. Where the port to the right of the colon is the port of the container and the port to the left is the port of the host. Now we can run the script to install our engine. We can quickly check that the port has been mapped correctly by running the docker ps command. Once this is done, we can continue with the rest of the steps. Now, the last step is to choose the right communication method. Let's go to My Account, which is in the top right corner of the screen. Here, we find 3 configuration tabs. We click on Browser Settings once here in the Browser to Engine Communication section. We select Using Direct Engine REST API. Now, click Save. Note that these settings are tied to your browser and not the user. So in case you use a different browser, you'll have to make sure to apply the same changes there as well. Once all the steps are completed, we can proceed to generate the support bundle of our engine. Let's go to Setup, Engines, select your engine. Go to the Support Bundle tab, check the information you want to share with us. Normally we don't need blob store, so we can uncheck that and click on Download. And with this we have successfully generated our support bundle. Now, let's flip over to the shell window and examine the support bundle. Let's navigate to the directory where the bundle file exists. Notice that the name of the file is bundle SDC ID timestamp zone. The timestamp would be in UTC if the SDC is set to UTC, otherwise, whatever the SDC user's time zone is set to. We can unpack or unzip the contents of the support bundle into a directory. In this support bundle, there are a few files, such as the sdc.log file, a set of pipeline JSON files, and the rest are metadata files. To break down the metadata files, there are some metadata files about the data collector itself. There are directory listings for some of the important directories. There are configuration files about how the data collector has been configured. There are libexec files, or the SDC, env, and sdcd, env. The env files include properties such as garbage collector settings. The JMX.json is a snapshot of all of the MX beans and the internal metadata about the SDC. This file can be quite large, sometimes 60 to 70,000 lines. Then there are thread dump files that include very low-level and obscure data about threads that were running in the JVM. Each thread dump file would be a snapshot of the threads at the point in time when the file was created. In summary, you've learned how to generate a support bundle in the DataOps platform, which helps the StreamSets support team to investigate your case easily.